One of the most striking things you'll see about this scene is all the debris like this scattered throughout the area. Break out the plastic bag here to give you an idea of some of the wind action in this area. Cars grill resting on this building here. We walk over this way to show you the force of an impact. Let's give this a shot. I can promise you it's probably not going to go real well. Oh, that is exactly what I was expecting. Let's roll the video to cover up my great shame.
Somebody in there?
Oh my God.
Following a two-car crash, a Chevy Malibu catches fire with at least one person inside. Jonique Bulls shot video of the desperate attempts to open the car door.
We saw a few people trying to get the people out of the car.
The door was jammed or whatever, and there was a lady in the back, laid like sort of like that.
People from down the street came with hammers trying to break into the car, and no one could get in there.
Just boom, and the cops caught on fire. They just an inferno, and it just.
Hearing screams, you don't forget that.
We tried, couldn't get out.
Robert Phillips tried to rescue those inside. He was leaving a church service at the time when the crash occurred at Harrison and Oakley. Police say the Malibu struck a Mitsubishi Outlander, then toppled a light pole. The impact scattering car parts. The Malibu eventually caught fire from the crash.
It sounded like a gunshot.
Then I heard this boom.
It was emotional.
Couldn't get her out. Excuse me.
I can't imagine what he's going through.
The agony of loss felt at the crash scene. Friends and family of loved ones learning the impact proved fatal. Firefighters say at least 3 people died at the scene, a place of a violent collision and enormous grief.
I just pray for strength and for peace for these families.
And police are telling us that 2 people of interest are being questioned in connection with this crash. Of course, their investigation continues. Anxious, concerned parents pacing in and outside of the hospital area behind us. Investigators telling us they continue to look for shell casings. They also continue to look for those responsible.
3 people are shot after 5 to 6 shots were fired.
Oh my gosh. And I'm scared.
Danger and chaos were followed by the sirens of Chicago police at Sealy near 63rd. The sounds included parents yelling.
People was crying, mom was crying.
Like screaming, like, where's my baby?
And they get to shooting, and I'm like, oh.
Neighbor Malvin Loggers describes the gunfire.
I was like, don't.
Anybody get shot? Anybody get shot?
I'm running, I'm getting behind the car.
Yeah, the boy, he got shot and they started pointing at the ground.
They holding his chest, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I think it was his mother putting the pressure on his chest.
Police say that 8-year-old boy was one of 2 children shot in this neighborhood. The other, a 10-year-old girl, at least half a dozen injured by gunfire.
You got multiple ambulances en route. 10 shots fired. Caller says a bullet went through her window.
A witness says a car stopped outside of a home and began shooting at someone nearby. That person fired back. People reacting to the gunfire also began shooting. A potentially deadly exchange in range of a gathering celebrating family.
A baby shower. It was a baby shower. It was that just makes it all worse.
I don't never really expect it to happen till it happened.
Parents can't even organize their baby shower and have to worry about the effects of gun violence hitting their home during the party.
Now, police are telling us that 8 and a 10-year-old are in stable condition. A 29-year-old in a separate hospital in critical condition. At least 3 others being treated this evening. No one is in custody in connection with this ongoing investigation.
30 years ago, that was pretty bad. It's been a lot better.
But some say parts of Avondale are showing signs
It looks terrible.
of taking steps back.
Well, it's all bended up. It don't look good for the neighborhood.
So that's North Albany, technically facing east.
Right.
Left and right, I guess.
I mean, they use that as a climbing stair to get up there.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, or more than one.
As for how long these mangled street signs have been this way, all depends on who you ask.
I estimate about a week, but it could be longer, who knows.
About 3 to 4 months.
Neighbor Angel Torres says he's contacted the city about the problem. It is vandalism seen at Sacramento and Cornelia and Whipple, as well as school in Albany. Chicago police say they're not able to confirm any gang practices, but Torres has all the confirmation he needs.
To intimidate the other side, the gang of the neighborhood.
Way to mark territory?
Mm-hmm.
The alderman's office says they've received 2 complaints about this in August. One fixed in 10 days, but adds it can take an average of 50 days to address.
Well, I think a little over 50 days.
Is that good enough?
No.
It shouldn't take more than a half an hour for someone with the tools.
It might be a small thing, but if that gets fixed, what would it mean to you?
It means a lot. It means that things are taken care of.
The city saying one way to cut down on response times for fixing warped signs like the one behind me, make sure to reach out to 311 first rather than your alderman's office or other city department. The water worries in parts of Volo keep
There's something wrong.
popping up.
Probably since I've moved in.
It's been off and on for the last couple years.
Lately, it's been more potent.
It's probably been going on for a few days now.
Friday, Brianne Hashik's water from her faucet is clear. Other times, photos show a brownish or yellowish tint. But what we can't show you will instead let neighbors describe.
It hits you as soon as you smell it.
How does it smell in the house? Like eggs, he said.
I mean, almost feces. I mean, to be honest with you.
Foul odor.
Alarming, yes.
Make you gag?
I mean, yeah.
Construction in nearby neighborhoods is blamed for the problem. A representative with the village of Volo would not speak on camera, but did tell us the works forced them to draw water from a different well with noticeable but safe levels of hydrogen sulfide. That's responsible for the smell. It's impacting things like family pets to family routines.
Well, as soon as we smelled it last night, we did not do any laundry.
Our clothes, kids' clothes, smelling like hard-boiled eggs isn't what we want to do.
You don't come out of the shower feeling clean.
Are you doing laundry? Are you showering?
No, I'm not doing anything until I know things are okay.
The village says they are increasing chlorine to eliminate the odor, emphasizing the water remains safe. Some remain skeptical.
You pour water and you say it's safe to drink, it smells. It's not safe.
I don't want that for my children, and I would hope the mayor wouldn't want it for his children.
The Illinois EPA telling us that they have received a number of complaints on these issues, adding Volo is working to correct the problem and the state agency will be monitoring things as they proceed. Matt Creedon had a run-in, resulting in a remarkable story. But before he can share it, he'll need to warm up.
I don't know if you can hear that knee clicking.
Like any runner, he'll stretch.
Just try to keep things loose.
But he limbers up with laughter.
People wonder why I'm so happy, because I like dance runs. I think this is from the Breakfast Club. Getting them shoulders.
He's not running from his past. His past is running with him.
Screw here and a screw here, and then I broke, I think, one rib.
But the breaths he took back in the fall of 2018 were nearly his last.
I died for the 2 minutes.
I was in a medically induced coma, after I flatlined.
How emotional is just even talking about this?
It's pretty emotional, knowing that it just could be gone like that at any time.
Last year, we first met Creedon at the hospital. He was rushed there November 8th. Everything went dark through November 10th.
But I don't remember any of it.
You lost 2 days.
Lost 2 days, yeah. It's better than the alternative.
He was working near Lombard and Roosevelt in Oak Park, helping his mom at Associated Tire and Battery, when he was hit by a driver, shattering parts of his body and his short-term memory.
I had to have emergency open heart surgery.
At this point, the only running he was doing was running up medical bills in the tens of thousands. The driver was never found, and unless there's additional information, Oak Park police say the active investigation is suspended.
There's no reason I should be alive right now. I came back and made it. Now hopefully I can take this second chance that I've got, and maybe make a difference in somebody's life.
We raised all of the money I needed to get to where I am now and not be a burden on my family. It's the only way I can thank everybody is to inspire them. I've been doing great. I've lost 45 pounds. I ran 5 miles the other day. Hi, deer. Deer, it's nature. I love running through here.
Now this victim of a hit and run hopes to run in the Chicago Half Marathon.
And it's 13.3 miles.
His goal is to finish around the average time of about 2 hours.
And so, how much more inspiring could it be if we could be better than average?
Considering this runner's path began with a flat line, average has never looked so exceptional.
If I can be better than average after everything that I've been through, there is no reason that anybody else cannot. no matter what's in your way.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.